Hi, I'm Intruder Green. You might know me from things like Rotterdam Riot, Suffolk County House of Correction, and Slack. Welcome to the Intruder Green podcast. Oh, it's been a heck of a week, I tell you what. I got to hang out with quite a few people over the weekend. Spent some time with Flo from the Ramones Museum and seeing some bands and stuff. Ran into Chris Daly, who's playing with Authority Zero. And so randomly hung out with him over in Berlin. And yeah, it was a real good time. Got to hang out with some Bad Cop, and the Penske File, who is funny because like I knew those guys, but I didn't know those guys. But now we really do know each other, and it's real good. And yeah, Walt Hamburger, he's a real cool dude too. So I got a little bit of call-in action this week. Got a call in, and I couldn't tell if they wanted me to not put it on for their own benefit or because like he thought like it wouldn't be something I'd want to put on. Like I said before, I'm happy to put on all your stuff, but you know, it's like if you say you don't want me to put it on there or even allude to it, I'm just not going to put it on because I don't want to screw anything up and have somebody be like, oh, I'm real disappointed you put my voice on the air, you know, even if it's somebody who called in before. But yeah, they brought up a real good question or topic, I guess. Like I said, you know, if you ask me something like serious, I'll try to answer it pretty seriously. But yeah, it was basically, I want to sum it up for the listeners. Someone was having a time with their kid, and the kid likes to play around with a BB gun, and that's real fun. That sounds like a good time, you know. What's that saying? You know, the only thing more fun than getting drunk and playing with fireworks is getting drunk and playing with firearms. Yeah, all right, that's very American. When that's kind of like the root of his what he was asking about, and you know, he said that I think I'm a smart person, which I think that might be the only time I ever heard that. But I certainly have opinions, you know, like you don't have to be smart to have an opinion. So. Yeah, the guy says, you know, like I think he's having a quandary about raising his kid the right way, you know, because the kid was saying something like, oh, hey, want to see what happens in a hostage situation. And, you know, while he's playing with his BB gun because he's trying to be like a soldier or something. And that didn't rub the caller the right way. So he had to, you know, tell his kid, no, that's not what it's about. You do target practice. He went on to say, you know, he's totally against the NRA, which, you know, that's a whole different thing. I mean, it's not a different thing. It's obviously related. But, you know, that company's, they really got their hooks in the politics over there. So I guess the root of his question was like, is it okay to, you know, use guns as like he's trying to teach people how to deal with them responsibly? Or is it more like, hey, we should just get rid of them all? And I understand that quandary. You know, it used to be you would never want to like take a gun to hold up a liquor store, right? Because you take a gun in there and then the cops are like, oh, he's got a gun. Well, we're fucking going to shoot him, you know, like he's got a gun. And now, you know, you go, it doesn't matter. You be walking down the street and if a cop wants to shoot you, they just do it. And then they like got to plant a toy gun on you and act like, oh, I saw him going for it. Or they could just say like you were going for their gun, you know? So when it comes to that stuff, it don't really matter no more. It's best probably just to, you know, I still wouldn't want to do it with a gun because then you might get some shop owner who's like pissed at you or something. But yeah, I think it's real good. Best to just like look at people real mean and try to get them to give you the money. So I would say, you know, like it's totally up to you. You got to be the parent and decide what's best for your kids. I think it's good for kids to know like about guns and like know the safety and everything, especially if you grow up in an environment where like you do go hunting and stuff. And I know, yeah, a lot of, like the caller said, a lot of parents or a lot of people grow up getting told, you know, like if we didn't have these guns, you know, we wouldn't have the country we have, and it's all about protection and everything. And yeah, I don't know about that. It kind of sounds like bullshit trumped up by the NRA to me. Like that's the message they're trying to sell to people, and people can get behind it because, yeah, I agree. You know, like with another thing the caller said, which is like, hey, target practice is fun. Shooting guns is fun. Yeah, you damn right there it is. But like at what point does your fun trump other people's, safety? And I'm not saying that, like you're gonna personally go and like shoot somebody when you shouldn't, or whatever. But it's like when you spend money on guns and ammo, you're fueling the fire. You're giving money to those gun manufacturers. And that's the problem, Like, yeah, that's why the NRA exists. Honestly, it's not because it's not to protect gun owners' rights. It's to make money for the fucking, the big gun manufacturers and ammo manufacturers. So yeah, as far as raising your kid, that's totally up to you. But I can't say, like how you should raise your kid as far as knowing about guns, because I don't know what their future is going to be like, But when it comes to like a safety thing, like you got to protect your home and all that, for the most part, I think that's kind of bullshit too, because if things were working the way they were supposed to, you wouldn't have to worry about that. And I think it just pushes things in the wrong direction. You got all these other countries you can look at where they banned guns and stuff. And I'm not trying to say that we should do that in America, because I know everybody like wants to have their guns and you want to go hunting and all that stuff. Which, by the way, I think hunting, if you're doing it in a, I don't know what the fucking, how to say this. I don't want to go full PETA on you, but yeah, if you're doing it in a responsible sense, hunting can be real cool, like a good bonding experience. So yeah, like the caller did say, he doesn't do hunting and stuff, but like maybe you should if you want to teach your kid about gun safety. They have classes for that specifically for getting your hunting license and stuff. So maybe that's a good idea. But yeah, I don't remember where I was going with the other part, other than yeah, the whole safety issue is. I think it's kind of a bunch of bullshit, because the more guns you have around, the less safe most people are. And even if you're not going to go shoot somebody, you're giving money to the company who's making it possible for more people to shoot each other. So, yeah, it's probably not the best idea. And I think we could possibly take a look at going in the other direction. Although, everybody wants to interpret the Second Amendment. I don't know. I don't think the Second Amendment is nearly as interesting as the Fifth Amendment, but, a lot of other people do. And they want to say like, oh, that gives me the right to own a gun. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that, but I think right now, I guess it does, because that's the way the current administration or whatever decides to interpret it. But I think we could see in the future maybe that's not so true, and maybe yeah, you should have that, but you should it should be more regulated, because that's the other thing the NRA is doing. They want to take away all the regulations and just let anybody have some fucking guns and stuff, and it can get real bad. We've seen it happen before, and it's happening again now. Who knows what the next time we're gonna see something on the news about some people getting shot. And, what's again from the Onion, they always say, I always like to post that article where they're like, oh, yeah, no way to prevent this, as the only country where this regularly happens. And, yeah, I will also say that growing up and living without guns in your life, there's still a lot of fun stuff to do. There's no lack of fun stuff to do without guns, in fact. And frankly, people want to like prepare for like Armageddon or something, where the government's gonna come round us up or something and like I don't know what the fuck they expect to happen exactly, but I would say to them, maybe don't worry so much about like a violent threat from the government as much as the like ongoing threat by the basically the people who are running the government. And I don't want to get too much into like a conspiracy theory kind of thing here, but there's a lot of money involved with the government, and you got a lot of other people pushing buttons that don't necessarily need to use violence to get you to do what they want you to do, whether it's good for you or not. So, I don't know. you got to raise your kid the right way. Like I said, I think get him into hunting if he really likes guns, and but I think you did good by like making sure he's not thinking he's gonna go out and be a soldier. Unless he is going to be a soldier. I mean, that's one way to go, I guess. Not my favorite, but, to each their own, I guess. Make sure you don't want to, make sure it's not in his heart to, harm people, whether it's with a gun or anything else, some people just get off on, causing pain to others, or, they think it's going to be real cool to kill somebody. And that's never cool. That's why we always say, victimless crimes. People think we're a bunch of criminals, and they're right, allegedly. But, the best thing to do is you break and entering when nobody's home, and you get your stuff and you get out and nobody gets hurt. All right? Allegedly. If you want to call into the Intruder Green podcast, and I hope you do because it's a lot of fun to interact with you guys that way, you can give me a call at 608-535-9608. Just leave a message, and like I said, if you don't want to be heard on a podcast, I'll leave you off. But I would love to put your voice on and allow me to make some shit up about what you should do with your life, or maybe you need some advice on what you should wear to the prom or something. I don't know. I hope there's no high school kids listening to this show because it's dirty. But, maybe you're a chauffeur and you're going to the prom. Okay, and now I got to do a shout out to all of my favorite people, the patrons. Thanks again for making this show possible. We got Elizabeth Bernards, John Nicholas, James Michael, Lamar Irving, Edward Donald, Calvin McGolder, or something. He got a hold of me, or they got a hold of me. I don't know if it's a guy or a woman, but he told me that the last part of that name has more to it, but I don't remember what he said. So I'll make it up every time. For right now, it's McGolderman. That sounds good. Also, we got Hedda Royston, Vaughn Cotton, Chelsea McNally, Jared Estep, and Carlos Hernandez. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And thanks for everybody else who's not quite on the shout out tier, but I really appreciate all of you guys. On this episode, we got Billy Kottage. He's the horn and keyboard player, I guess you would say, for the Interrupters now. I met him first when he was playing with Real Big Fish, and we had a real good time. And yeah, we got to hang out in the van drinking some whiskey, and it was a real great tour to be on. I don't know if I've mentioned that enough, but that Fight the Good Fight tour with the Interrupters, it was just such a blast. They're such good people, and Billy Kottage is one of them, and he made the whole experience great. And without further ado, on with the show.
Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from
Intruder Green,
an inmate at the Durham Correctional Institution. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. To accept charges, press 1.
Come on, girl, now it's time to go to a place where nobody goes. In another town, on the other side of space, it won't be the same. Unlock and go where party goes. Unlock and go where party goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Billy Kottage on the Intruder Green podcast. How you doing, Billy?
So good.
Yeah.
So fucking good.
We're doing this on the last day of this long ass tour.
Yeah, we've been talking about it for 2 months.
Yeah,
Here we are.
we've been talking about it. I talked to a few people about doing this on this tour, and I don't know, but you keep talking about how unbusy you are, but
That's true. I am voted least busy person.
Yeah, seems like a lot of people are really busy all the time.
Just not me.
Yeah. I know how it goes, but you still play that horn real good.
Thank you. Been working on it.
Yeah. You've been. Tell me about that though. You've been playing for a long time.
Yep, that's a fact.
Is it correct to say that you are Grammy nominated?
That is correct.
Did you actually win a Grammy
Nope,
or Grammy
lost.
nominated? All right.
Lost
well,
to
I
Chris
didn't mean to
Cornell.
bring that up.
No,
to Chris Cornell.
Yeah.
Holy crap! I didn't know he played horn.
He did it, but
Oh.
it wasn't me. I just played on a song that
Yeah.
got nominated for Best Rock Performance.
Oh yeah,
So,
that's cool.
Chris Cornell's performance won,
All right.
which, I mean,
He's a big star too.
yeah, was.
Yeah. Well, yeah. R.I.P. Like literally, I usually make jokes about R.I.P. stuff, but
Yeah.
like that's a real one.
That's an actual.
Yeah. He was a cool dude. He makes some good tunes, and yeah. So your first time we met, you were playing with Real Big Fish,
Correct.
and that was real cool. We toured with you guys for a bit.
Yeah, I did the Warped Tour, and then we did. I don't remember the other tour. Oh, we played with the band who will not be named.
Oh yeah, let's not talk about that fucking band.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I don't think they're a band anymore anyway, so
I think it's a. I
doesn't
think it's
matter too much.
I think he's a solo artist now.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah. We met there.
Yeah. Young people, like, not to date myself because I'm very young, but you never know like who from that band is gonna like go on to do something actually cool.
Right.
Well,
Well, I like I like most of the people in the band. The band wasn't the problem.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I love
what
how
you
that's
mean.
how we met. That was that's not how we met, but I like how that was a tour exists. Like,
Oh yeah.
we'll always have that.
That's right. It was a real interesting time. But it was great hanging out with you guys then, and then we got Dave doing sound now on this tour with the Interrupters.
Yep.
And yeah, it's a nice crew. It's weird though, like, anytime we're keeping up with a bus in a van, it's like you guys get to hang out all day and we're just fucking driving all day.
Sure.
It's like, hey, we just got here.
And for some
You
reason,
guys-
when there's a bus involved, they always just make the shows further apart. It's like, I
Yeah.
don't really get it.
Yeah, and right? It's like the
All of a
bus still
sudden,
has
you're
to-
in a bus. Nothing makes sense anymore. We're just gonna drive all over the place.
Yeah, they probably figure the artists don't have to do nothing but sleep on a bus and then show
True.
up and play. So make the shows as far apart as you want. And then we're the support band
It is
being like,
crazy.
you motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
But I remember like when the Interrupters were opening up for Real Big Fish, saying the same thing, being like, "God damn it, these drives are so far apart."
Oh, yeah,
You know?
that's right. Dude, so yeah, it's weird for me to picture the Interrupters doing like they weren't in a van, were they?
Yeah, that Sprinter that's parked
Oh,
by the
yeah.
bus right now. Yeah.
Wow. That's
They
weird
did
for me
that
to
with
imagine.
that with a trailer.
Yeah, because
this
the
is
only
only their second bus tour besides Warped Tour.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say. Like the only other time we knew them was on Warped Tour,
Right.
And they were definitely in a bus. And then it's weird that it's been like, what, 2 years or 3 years since then? I think, 2 years,
Yeah.
something like that. I don't remember what
since
year
when,
that
Warped
was.
Tour?
Warped Tour, yeah,
2016.
yeah. Were you around for that too?
Yeah.
Of course you were. You were with them.
I
right?
was with Real Big Fish.
Real
but
Big
I
Fish,
played
but
with-
you were playing with them.
I was
Yeah,
playing with
that's
them
how
too,
it all
yeah.
worked out. Yeah, of course.
That was the first.
It's all
tour I
coming
started
back
playing with
to me
them.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Started with them then, and now 3 years later,
Yeah.
quit Real Big Fish to play with them. So-
That's right. That's right. That's
Hot news.
That's crazy. It is. I keep getting scoops from people. I mean, I don't know how much of a scoop that's going to be by the time this comes out. Everybody's going to be like, "Oh yeah, Billy Kottage, he's real cool. He plays for the Interrupters now."
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool. I mean, Real Big Fish, love those guys. But the Interrupters, they're fucking great too. So
Exactly.
I can't deny.
Mix it up.
Yeah, that's right. And we got Purple now. I don't
Mm.
know. Maybe Yellow's going to tour with us again. Maybe not. Who knows how long he's going to be in the joint?
That's true. I haven't
know,
seen him in a while.
It's like things change a lot, especially on this
Especially
tour.
in prison.
Yeah, that's right. Well, yeah.
You go to prison for a couple of years, shit gets.
Yeah,
all of a
you
sudden-
change a lot,
Yeah.
He might be able to, he might get real angry and just not even want to play pop punk no more. He'll be like, I got to start a hardcore band or something.
Yeah, face tattoos.
Yeah. Well,
You'll never see it. I
Yeah,
guess.
exactly. I'll fucking just draw on his mask with some markers or something. Yeah,
That's possible.
yeah. So what's up for you now that the tour is almost over? You got like some cool plans? You gonna go to Disneyland or something?
I'm not going to go to Disneyland. I went to Disneyland once last year,
Oh yeah.
and I don't think I ever have to go there again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. No disrespect. Well, actually, disrespect. I don't understand grown ass people who enjoy going to Disneyland.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Don't get me wrong. There's a couple cool rides that I'll go on and I'll be like, damn, I want to do that again. It's really cool. And in modern day, you can walk around with like a little weed vaporizer pen. So it's like,
absolutely.
That definitely enhances it too. But like, I just don't ever want to see that many like crying, complaining children or like weird ass parents yelling at their kids.
Oh yeah.
Or like, $1 million for shitty food. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't really understand Disneyland.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't know, like, I know more about Disney World than Disneyland. Because Disney World, they got all the, like, fucking... Well, yeah, but they got, like, the Harry Potter world.
Oh,
and
I guess
Star
that's true.
Wars
I did go there.
world and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's true.
So that could be cool. I could see that being cool because you could, like, I don't know.
It's not even the cool shit, though. It's, like, the atmosphere.
Yeah, that's true. But, I mean, I don't know what else you would do. Like, my whole thing was I wanted to go to that bar that's in Harry Potter.
Uh-huh.
They got that, like,
I've never been
Hog's
there.
Head or whatever. No, Hog's Head is, like, that deli meat, right?
Boar's Head, yeah.
Boar's Head, yeah. I don't know. There's like that cool bar that they go to in Harry Potter, and I guess they like recreate some of that stuff.
Yeah.
And then I want to go there and like hang out and drink out of a like metal
skull
cup.
or something. Like a metal cup, yeah.
Yeah, and pretend that my beer is magic.
Yeah, I'm 100% down for that. I didn't even know there was bars there, so.
Yeah, I don't know either. But I guess they probably they got the Star Wars land too, and I hope they have like the cantina from like the first movie, or the original movie.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that would be a fun
cool.
time. Yeah,
I wonder if they think that hard. I wonder if that.
I will hope so. It's fuck Disney. They do whatever they want.
That's true.
Somebody's got to do it.
They'll probably just have like pizza slices, though. I'm sure.
Yeah, that's true. Like they'll call it, oh, it's space pizza, and I'll be like, it looks like it's just fucking pepperoni pizza, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it costs $20, you know. So
it does.
Whatever, it's special because it's from space.
I would eat it from space if it really was.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That would make the ticket worth going in too.
Yeah, but I'd be liking it more if I could go to space. You ever think about like if you could play in space or like be the first band to play in space? Nobody's ever done that.
That's true.
But you can go to the moon now.
You wouldn't even need. You wouldn't even need a guitar strap, right? You'd just be floating next to you.
Oh, that's
maybe
cool
like a surfboard leash. Like you could have your guitar like around your ankle.
Yeah, I guess I was thinking more like not just playing in space because that sounds like you're just like actually floating around in space, but like going to the moon or something.
Sure.
Like if they start a colony on there and you could be the first band to play on the moon. That'd be weird.
That would be weird.
I would be into it though.
Yeah.
Would you take the flight? It would be a lot of.
I don't think I would
stress.
honestly. Like I've talked to people about this before. I'm not like I don't know. Maybe if I got to like a little darker of a place.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
In your
I
life
enjoy,
or just
in my life. Like I
yeah.
feel like I enjoy things right now. That if someone was like, "Yo, you want to go to space?" I'd be like, I'm just gonna chill here.
Yeah. No, it's like I guess kind of risky and.
But like if my dogs died.
Oh,
then
yeah?
I'd just go to space. I'd be like, fuck everything.
You got dogs? I like dogs. What kind of dogs you got?
I got 2 dogs. I got a 10 or 9-year-old Labradoodle and a 10-month-old Golden Retriever.
Oh, those are like the classic American dogs right there.
They are, and they both kind of just like fell into my lap from various people getting divorced.
Oh,
and
yeah. I know all about that.
Yeah, which is cool for me because like I always feel weird being like, yeah, I have a 9-year-old Labradoodle because people are like, oh, would you pay like $4,000 for that thing? And I'm like,
oh yeah,
no. My friends just got divored.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
They were like, we both can't. We don't want it anymore. It's
so
like,
basically, it was a rescue dog, which is really cool.
Yeah, but I can't claim like rescued.
Right, it's not like a dog that was like biting
I'm not
people
gonna
when you
claim,
got
yeah.
it. But still, like,
and also I didn't like go to like some organization and be like, hey, but would it have been? Would it have ended up there? Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. That's the idea.
But the dog's so fucking cute. Someone's like, yo, you want this dog?
Yeah,
like,
it probably wouldn't have had a hard time finding a home, I guess.
For sure.
Like some other people I know.
Because it's not like a bad dog either.
Yeah.
It's like real good.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Does all the necessary things.
Oh, that's always good.
Like sitting and shitting outside.
Oh, that's good. That's like
All you
better
can ask
than
for.
some roommates I had,
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, not that my roommates should be shitting outside, but, whatever.
It would smell better if they did.
Yeah, that's right.
Inside.
Yeah. And then we just, don't go in the backyard. It's just for pooping
simple.
now.
It's just for pooping now.
Yeah. I mean, like we hang out in the front yard and then poop in the backyard and everybody's happy except for the neighbors.
But fuck them.
Yeah,
their
exactly.
house.
That's right.
They can poop back in their yard if they want.
That's right. Any misadventures on his tour? I mean, you guys just did Coachella. How was that?
Coachella was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah?
Way better than I thought.
It's I was kind of on the fence about it because like you guys and Rat Boy, who's also on his tour, played it, and we were like, well, we didn't get asked to play it, but then I was kind of like, it's okay with me.
Yeah.
But it sounds like it was pretty cool.
Yeah. At the same time, for how cool it was, I don't think you missed anything.
Yeah.
It's really big.
Yeah.
Really, really, really big. And, it all depends on what time you play. We had a pretty good set time. It was like 4 p.m. But even still, like 4 p.m. is 8 hours before the headliner goes on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, which still, had an awesome crowd. Oh, it's all good.
Oh, you know what?
Oh.
No, keep telling me your story. I'm gonna see if I can jostle out this. No, it's gonna stay in there. But I'll take some more of this.
What are you looking for?
Oh, that Jim Beam Black. It's really hard to get out though right now. It's special whiskey. We've been getting so much whiskey on this tour. Oh, you worked the magic out.
I did it. Yep. So it was a lot cold. It was a lot cooler than I thought. I was expecting it to be like this dust tornado. And
Oh, yeah, like
1,000
Warped Tour?
degrees. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, some Warped Tours, I guess.
Oh, I thought that was like how Warped Tour always was. It's just like a big
Well, not if it's
dust bowl.
Not if it's one of those fucking parking lots.
Oh yeah, but then it's still like hot. you
Oh
know,
yeah, the worst.
Black top.
No, don't get me wrong. It's still the worst.
Yeah. We had a good time, good adventurous time on Warped Tour. But
You know
it's
what
like,
the best part of Coachella was, which you could probably relate to,
What's that?
was the catering.
oh yeah.
Tada Catering, the same company
Oh
that does
really?
Warped Tour.
That's cool.
And I was going into it like, oh yeah, Warped Tour catering is always so good.
Did
'cause
they
it
have
is
the
amazing.
same Russian chick working?
It was like,
Do you
it's like-
recognize
it's
anybody?
Huge. I did recognize some people.
Yeah.
Talked to a few people. I didn't recognize the Russian chick.
Okay.
Or
I don't
actually
remember
know
her
who that is.
name.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, we met her like, she was just always there.
But
I
it's
don't know.
like Warped Tour on steroids, right? Because Warped Tour's got such a
Sure.
budget for so many people, and there was no budget, I'm sure the budget's just insane, but it was unbelievable. Like
Yeah.
all meals were just so many options of like
yeah,
amazing things.
that's right.
That was the best part by far.
But you only, and I suppose that you're there all day, so you probably eat like 3 meals, right?
Yeah, well, we showed up after breakfast, but lunch and dinner,
Yeah.
and it was amazing. It was just super fucking delicious. So.
Yeah, and you probably don't have a problem. Like, I can't really eat like too close to stage time.
Yeah.
Cause like if
I
I
didn't
feel
eat till
heavy-
after yesterday.
Oh yeah, okay.
Actually, I guess I had lunch before.
Cause I don't know if that's a problem for you, cause you don't have to like dance around a whole lot. You
Right.
kind of have to be stationary.
Right. It used to be a lot bigger of a problem.
Oh yeah.
in
Oh
Real
yeah,
Big
because
Fish.
I guess Real Big Fish they kind of
Yeah,
got you guys out
I was right.
there,
I was right in the middle for
and you
that.
need to move around and
Center
do
stage,
the
yeah.
whole routine with them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But so like for instance, we played at 4 yesterday. I had lunch at like 12:30.
Oh yeah.
So I mean 3.5 hours.
Yeah,
to
no,
digest,
that's-
and then I had dinner after the set
That's
at
what
like
you
6.
want, really. Like at least 3 hours is what I like to get.
Yeah.
I think I tried that yesterday, but I had some fucking seafood pasta, and that was not feeling too good when we went on stage,
Yeah.
But that show was still a ripper when yesterday we played in L.A.
Yeah. It was sold out,
at
right?
the Hi Hat. Yeah, it was a great show. Might have been our best headliner show of the tour.
Nice.
Yeah, but I think tonight's gonna maybe
Tonight's
top it.
should be a good one.
Yeah.
The place always goes insane with crowd surfing.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm always just like, damn.
yeah. I'm excited for it. Other fun times had on this tour. Which you got a favorite show or anything?
I think maybe Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto was tight.
I think that has
Toronto's
to be
always
it.
tight.
This is like a career low misadventure tour for me because I've drank like 15% of what I usually drink on a normal tour. You know what I mean? Real Big Fish, I'd be drinking like half a bottle of booze every night.
Yeah,
And
I don't know.
Interrupters, like I probably drank like 8 days of the whole tour, 8 nights or 10 nights, like not very many.
Yeah, those guys don't drink too much,
No.
we had a few nights where you guys had a day off the next day, and we
yeah, it's
hung out
usually
at
just me
that
and the
bar.
twins. Was Amy and Kevin? Amy never drinks.
Oh yeah, that's probably good
Kevin
for her
doesn't
though. She
either.
probably don't need that in her life no more or something.
Yeah, she's super focused. She's
Yeah.
a true professional. Like she likes to
Oh,
sound
yeah.
good. She likes to every single night. Like she does not want to deliver anything besides
Yeah, and
the best that she could give people.
Like dealing with people like that for me, it's like I understand that and I appreciate it. It's also very stressful,
Sure.
but it's like that's what it takes sometimes. You want to put on a good show, you might have to fucking worry about like everything going right.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of like the challenge of that. Like
Yeah,
where I've been in bands where you fuck up a couple times or something's slow, something's
Right.
fast. It doesn't really matter, but
Yeah.
like there's something special about trying to like deliver the same energy and the same like tempos, not trying to
yeah.
fuck shit up every night.
Yeah, and I think Red loves to play real fast. So like, there's definitely been times when like I'm like, this is a lot of fun, but it's probably gonna sound like shit in this gigantic
Sure.
room.
Well, I remember back like when I first met them, when they all were drinking heavily, opening
yeah.
for Real Big Fish. Like they used to play so fast. I mean, it was amazing because they were good at it.
Yeah.
But
It's so weird to me to
You
think
know.
of the Interrupters as a band that would be like a party band because they always have seemed focused.
It's not. This is a while ago.
Yeah,
But I think that's there's a direct correlation to them partying less and their success.
oh sure, I'm guessing
And
so.
I think they all know that too. And,
Yeah.
and it helps me too. It helps me not. I don't know. It helps me care about things that I didn't really care about for a lot of years.
Yeah, I
And it's
understand
cool
what you're
to
saying.
it's cool to try to not make any mistakes.
Right.
And like play the
Yeah.
shows sober. It took a while. It was weird in the beginning, more like mentally, because not like stage fright or anything. I don't know. I just have a couple drinks, feel very comfortable.
Yeah,
So once I
absolutely.
started doing it without drinking,
Yeah, it helps you. There's something about like loosening up and like not feeling too rigid when
Sure.
you're trying to play an instrument because you
Yeah,
want it
absolutely.
to like. You don't want
And
to
there's
just
that
be like,
level,
this is
too,
my
you know?
instrument. You want it to feel like it's part of you.
yeah, exactly. And that level where like there's a fine line between feeling perfect and
Yeah.
like, oh, I might have just did it a little too much.
Yeah, exactly. It's real hard to get that balance. I mean, I'll tell you what. I probably should make this my last whiskey before we play tonight. But whatever. Last show.
Show, hell yeah.
You gotta,
Gotta
we're
go
gonna
for
have
it.
a good time tonight. I'm sure.
That's a fact.
And we want to make sure we play real good for the people here. And it's like I don't know. It's hard to get a band. I think like it's amazing that they achieved that to like be like, hey, we're not gonna party all the time anymore. We're gonna start taking it seriously because I've been in punk rock bands for a long time, and it's like everybody always wants to party.
Right.
So it's like, how do you break that?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't have any. For me, it was literally, well, nobody else is going to be drinking before the show.
yeah,
So for me, that was enough because it's like,
sure. But you were coming into the situation that was already
right.
established.
If exactly, if people were having a couple drinks before the show, I 100% would have a couple
yeah,
drinks before the show.
right. Yeah,
And like, there's definitely times where I, go out to dinner or have a couple,
Oh, yeah,
especially
right.
later on in the tour or whatever, but nothing like really hardly ever.
yeah,
Or, yeah, it's weird.
yeah.
Or just way less. I should say way less.
Way less. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. I mean, I have to
It
say-
makes me feel like I have a job more too. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, well, going to work isn't like it's been for the past, however
Yeah.
many years where it's like, just wake up the next morning, oh my God.
yeah, that's the thing. That's the worst part about like partying too much is waking up and having to get in the van the next day.
Partying's so fun though.
Oh yeah, especially on tour because you're in a
Right.
different city, hanging out with different people, and it's a real good time. I would say that we didn't party as much on this tour either, except for those DJ after parties.
Sure.
Which
oh
totally
man,
kicked
I
our
partied
butts.
out. I partied out. Montreal, one of those was really fun.
Oh
That
yeah,
was
you
quite
guys
the
came out
night.
to that one. That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Montreal's always a good
I was
crowd
definitely
too.
drunk for that one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But that was like straight after. That was the thing too. I would notice like Montreal didn't have any drinks before the show, no drinks at the show.
Yeah.
After the show, get to the bar, just start ripping shots.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, because you got a limited time then. You gotta you got to
exactly.
take care of business before bar time or whatever. Even though I think Montreal was at least 3 a.m. bar time.
It was definitely late night. It was getting weird by the end there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that night got real weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I won't go too far into it,
I just remember looking around at one point and being like, where am I? And then I was like, oh, Montreal. This makes total sense.
Yeah, that's right. A really weird place. That's where you were. I mean, I love Montreal, but it's a fucking weird ass place.
Same, yeah.
It's like it's almost like being in America, except everybody speaks French, and there's a lot of really pretty girls around.
There is. There's something. Yeah.
Yeah, something in the water or something. I don't know. Toronto's that way too. Just I don't know. A lot of
the way that people dress.
At least Eastern Canada, probably all of Canada.
Yeah, big Canada fan, except for going to Canada.
Oh yeah, the checkpoints.
Yeah, it's just like the worst country to go in. Like gone to Moscow, Russia, and it's fucking more enjoyable than going into fucking Canada. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm afraid to go to Russia because of they're probably gonna think we're like Pussy Riot or something.
That's true. You got the whole scary masks thing going.
That's right.
Nah, but nobody cares more about the shit you did in your life besides Canadian Border Patrol.
Yeah, that's true. I don't
even want to talk shit about them because they're going to hear this.
Oh, that's right. They're probably going to look it up on the internet.
I know how big the Canadian Border Patrols are a fan of the Intruder Green podcast.
That's right. They probably are. So, I remember what I wanted to get into. So you live in California.
Nope.
You don't live in California. No, that's right.
I live in
You're an East
New
Coast
Hampshire.
dude.
Dover,
that's
New
right.
Hampshire.
I don't know why I fucking thought that.
Because I play in every single California ska band.
All your bands
universe.
are from here.
Every single band is from here. Not everyone, but the past 6 years, every band is from here.
Sure.
Thanks for listening to the Intruder Green podcast. By now you probably heard about our sponsor, Stupid Rad Merch Company. And if you haven't, then listen up, because I gotta tell you, Stupid Rad Merch Company is a great web store with a bunch of your favorite bands at stupidradmerch.com. And if you're in a band and need some work done, they can get you totally covered for a modest price and super quick turnaround time. But don't just take it from me. Here's what the ladies from Bad Cop had to say about it.
Comes up with great ideas. It's always pushing, always moving. And
Simeon is delightful to work with. He's very responsive and professional, and
it's the quality of the shirts. I like them.
yeah, high quality.
Very well done. Very well done on the ink.
It feels like a family again. It feels like it's a place where you can trust what's happening.
And don't forget to use the code PRISON at checkout and get a 15% discount on all Stupid Rad branded apparel. That's PRISON, I think. I don't really know how to spell, but those are the letters they told me to say. StupidRadMerch.com.
StupidRadMerch.com.
All right. Well, is weed legal where you're from?
It's illegal in my house.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, all right.
No, it's not like it's like one of those like kind of legal states where like you can't go to jail for it.
Oh, good.
But you can't smoke it. And
so
you
it's
can't
not
buy it in
Arizona.
stores. It's decriminalized.
Right.
So it's like you get
as it should be at the very least. You know?
you get a parking ticket at the very most.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Right. Well, I mean, at the
at the very most.
Like that should be the harshest.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Like not like Arizona where it's still like a class 1 whatever they call it.
I would just like it to get cigarette laws because I'm getting drowned in remember when you have to go to eat at restaurants and people smoking cigarettes?
Yeah.
It's like I walk into some place and I smell like weed and people will be like, "Oh my god, you smell like weed." But it's like 5 people come in from smoking a cigarette outside. It's like, yo, motherfucker, I used to eat dinner and you used smoking or non-smoking. You used to sit there and smoke your fucking cigarette at the dinner table.
Yeah.
And you're mad because I walk in here and I just smell like it because I smoked it before.
Yeah, and I will say that weed smells way better than cigarettes.
That's for sure. And I don't even have anything against cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just tired of getting yelled at.
Yeah, right? I mean, I will say this too. Like a little weed gets smoked in the van sometimes when we're driving or whatever. Only, of course, no, what the fuck? I'm in Mass Intruder. We smoke wherever we want because we're criminals and we love to break the law. Allegedly. But, so it smells way better when there's weed being smoked than any other time in the van.
For sure.
Because otherwise it just smells like sweaty dudes and farts.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe some like McDonald's or something.
It's got a nice, it's got a
smell
little
good to
whiskey
me.
tinge right now.
Oh yeah, that's probably true. We got a lot of whiskey on this tour. Because like I said, we ain't been partying as much.
Right. So
And usually we would get like a bottle every night and finish it. And this tour, like, I mean, you see, we got like 4 or 5 bottles in here.
Right, it's true.
I mean, this one's pretty full, but that's because we like topped it off with another one.
Yep.
And you know, yeah, we're like swimming in it.
Could be swimming in worse things.
That's right. Yeah.
That's for sure.
All right, let's play a game before we move on and get back to the show. We always play a game on this thing, and unless there was something else you wanted to get into.
I love games.
Yeah.
No, I already mentioned that I quit Real Big Fish, so that's all I.
Oh yeah, that's the big announcement.
No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I don't know if you want to delve into that at all, but you know, like it's out there. So
Yeah, no, I don't want to delve into that.
yeah. Well, we love Real Big Fish and we love the Interrupters. So
Same.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, like, you know, if who ends up taking a place in there.
Yeah, I wonder. Not that I wish that they asked me, but like the old trombone player kind of like picked me, and like,
Oh yeah.
I got my finger on, like, you know, the trombone players of the world or the trombone players of the country. So like,
Yeah. Well,
it's cool. They can find it on their own. It just, you know,
Well,
I kind of had some
yeah.
ideas of people, but
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
just whoever gets it, just know that I didn't
Sure.
pick you.
Oh shit. Well, I will say this though, between Real Big Fish and the Interrupters, one thing, I mean, they're very different sounding bands, but I would say one thing that sets each of them apart from a lot of other ska bands is that they have really good, like, horn arrangements.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I just think, and I don't know, like, how much of that is just like, oh, you fucking Billy Kottage in the studio, just gonna freestyle, it sounds great, or if it's actually written out that way, you know. Like, I just feel like there's so many ska bands, and a lot of them are just like, oh, they do the classic dinky dinky dinky, and then
Right.
the fucking horns kind of just act like
You know
another
what's crazy
part.
is that we have the same least favorite ska band. Me and you.
Yeah, we do.
That's one thing that we share. We always,
Yeah.
I think that's amazing.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, we can play multiple games here. I don't know if you've got like any good ones that you can think of, but I thought of one. You know, when I was, you know, zoning out on one of these long drives. Have you ever played Marry, Fuck, Kill?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course.
it's like you gotta choose somebody to marry, choose somebody you would like to make out or have sex with,
Yeah.
and then somebody you just can't stand, you want to kill them.
Yep.
But what if it was like, what if your options were like zombies, vampires, or werewolves? Excuse me, zombies, Draculas, and werewolves.
Okay. I would fuck the zombie
Oh, jeepers.
because it's already dead.
That seems like it'd be kind of gross. Are you just like into that or what? I mean, they're all
know.
kind of dead. Well, except for the werewolf. But like vampires
Yeah.
are also
Oh,
sort of dead. Like they're the undead.
yeah. I still would fuck a zombie.
Okay.
You know what it is that I watch a lot of Walking Dead and their jaws like
Oh,
get
yeah.
real big, and
That's right.
I feel like I can
You
get a
could
pretty good
use that.
fucking blowjob from a
Yeah,
zombie.
that's probably true.
I would marry a werewolf because I feel like it's kind of like a little dog, and I'd be able to like lay with it in bed and pet
that's
it.
very cute. I
And
believe that to be true.
I'd kill Dracula because Dracula's just an overrated character for me. Like,
Oh, yeah?
I'm just not a big Dracula guy. Like, if Dracula never existed,
Yeah.
I wouldn't lose sleep.
Hmm.
You know?
I would think about it too, like if the one you marry, you're probably going to get the powers of that too. So you might end up
Sure.
like turning into a werewolf.
That's fine.
Or, you know, if you're fucking a zombie, you might end up getting zombified because you're going to like exchange, you know, like
That's a
bodily
good point.
fluids. It's like getting VD or something.
They would just have
except
to
from
draw
a
blood,
zombie.
right? Or they'd have to like
Yeah.
scratch me or bite me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which if I was fucking it would probably happen.
That would probably happen, yeah. Especially if, you know, you're getting kinky.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
I probably would be.
Right. Yeah, especially because you're already fucking a zombie. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much more kinky you can get.
That's true. I think I would just take my chances. Like,
yeah, that's the thing. You gotta take a chance.
Yeah, because I'm definitely not fucking Dracula. Like, straight up.
Oh yeah,
I'm just not about him.
You're not into the vampires.
No, I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe if it was a lady
like
Dracula, but
oh yeah.
Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it could be a lady Dracula. I mean,
I'd still kill her.
It could be a lady anything.
I'd still kill her.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah.
No, I want to.
It's not racist to say you want to kill vampires either, because like.
Oh, they did away with that.
Oh yeah, because like they're evil.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, but I would say I don't know. I like the vampire powers, but I also like, the sun. Like once we got down here to beautiful sunny Southern California, I was pretty stoked. And if I was a vampire, I could not hang out in that, and it would be awful.
And aren't werewolves pretty nocturnal too?
They are, but only.
Looks like you're fucking a zombie too, man.
No, dude, you could totally. Well, I mean, shit.
Or you have to fuck the werewolf.
No, I think I would fuck the vampire because they're very sexual, and I think that would be nice. That would be because like that's the way they always do it in those movies and stuff.
Sure.
It's like they're always using their superpowers to like seduce. People like women and stuff.
Yeah.
So
okay.
like, I'd be like,
true.
ooh, seduce me. Like get me in there. And there'd be an extra special like bang sesh, and then you could I think I would also marry a werewolf though, because it'd be cool to be a werewolf. I think it only happens during the full moon, so
yeah, I guess that's true. And like, are you for sure that if you marry one of them, you're gonna just get their powers? Like,
no,
I think that's.
I'm not sure. I think. It's more likely you would get powers from the one that you had sex with.
I would agree. But do you think that you're automatically going to have sex with the one you marry?
Yeah, that's a good question, too.
That's what I wonder about the fuck, marry, kill thing,
Right. That is a kind of a conundrum with this game because it's like, everybody's like, oh, I'm married. I got to have sex with the same person for the rest of my life.
Right.
And I'm like, well, maybe you should move to one of these countries where they're a little more open with their, sexuality.
You can do that here.
You could be like polygamous or whatever.
Yeah, you can do that here.
That's right. We played Salt Lake City.
You can have as
They're
many
into polygamy there.
lovers as you want. You just can't be recognized by the
tell
state
your wife about it
or the government.
Yeah,
unless your wife's into it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a good wife. Sounds good.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that sounds great. It'd be cool to do that sometime. But I don't know. You don't necessarily get to have sex with the person that you marry though. With this game,
Sure.
That's not a guarantee.
Sure, okay.
So maybe you get one night stand with in your case the zombie, and then you got to be married to a werewolf. But yeah, it would still be better with the werewolf because it's like even if you're not having sex, you'd be like, oh, you're a cute werewolf.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't kill me, please.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
We're in agreement.
Yeah. This is an interesting question to me. Would you rather be hairy all over or completely bald?
Completely bald.
Yeah?
100%.
Is that because you're a hairy guy already?
No. I mean, no. I just
because I'm a hairy guy.
Yeah, I'm a
I don't know
I'm
what you look like
too.
under those clothes.
No, I have a very hairy chest. I'm pretty hairy. I'm not like super. I'm not like. I would say I'm averagely hairy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't.
Sure.
I'm not like super thick hair, but I don't. The only thing that would be a bummer to me would be losing my beard and my hair.
Yeah.
Everything else, I would not care about losing, and I think I don't know. I think the ladies would be really into how smooth my dick would be.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that's right.
And like, hot weather shit like that, like sweaty, like I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I'm cool with not having any bodily hair. It would be a bummer to not have a beard, and if I had to sacrifice that and eyebrows and shit, like I would.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would.
Oh, I don't know about eyebrows.
I'm saying if it was like be
I know
really
that some
hairy or
people
no
just
hair.
don't have eyebrows. Like they got the
Yeah.
What do you call it?
Alopecia.
Yeah. Aloysius.
And I think that shit's hot. I think it's hot as fuck.
Yeah, that's good. That's very positive and good.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a weird. That's not a weird thing to say because it's not like it's
no.
It's just a thing, right? Like,
yeah, that's right.
But yeah, I'm very attracted. I'm into that.
Cool.
Yeah, for sure.
That's good to know. Ladies.
Way more than hair, like
yeah, ladies.
Like yeah.
If you got that, hit up Billy.
Yep, that's for sure.
What was the other one? Oh yeah, this is a superpower one. Would you rather be invisible or be able to read minds?
Read minds.
Yeah, that's way better.
Way better.
This isn't even a good question.
Like, if being invisible doesn't even seem that good unless
It really
you're in
doesn't.
your business.
You know, like-
if I'm gonna be stealing shit,
Yeah,
trying to rob people,
Yeah.
trying to steal from banks and
but you could still do that with reading minds somehow. I think.
yeah, you absolutely
Like
could.
you would just not. You wouldn't be able to rob banks and stuff, maybe, but. Oh yeah, you could, because you could be like, I'm gonna read the mind of the security guard and find
Sure.
out the security code to get in there, and I already read the mind of like the bank manager or something, so I know the fucking safe code.
That's
And
also
then you
true.
just waltz right in there, fucking take a bunch of money and take off.
I think being able to read everybody's minds would give you the ability to please anybody you ever meet
that's also true.
at any moment.
Yeah.
Like, even if it has nothing to do with you, if like, you meet someone and they're like, "Damn, I wish I like had a fucking piece of gum right now."
That's
He's-
very thoughtful of you to say that too. You're
Yeah.
just a very thoughtful person, I think. Like the way you talk about like, yeah,
if you also
You're a
not to make it
pleaser.
sexual again, but like
Hey.
if you're like going down on somebody
Yeah.
and like they were just like, "Oh my god, this is great, but I wish that this was happening," and then you
Yeah.
just did that.
and some
It's game
people
over.
are afraid to
It's
like
game fucking over.
Yeah, some people are like afraid to say it.
Sure.
So,
Which
know,
I
if
never
you can read their
understood.
mind.
I never understood that at all.
If you're
Like-
getting down and dirty, just say what
Right.
you
If
want.
we got to the point
Yeah.
where we have no clothes on and we are literally going to be or currently inside of each other,
Oh yeah.
I think it is appropriate to give someone a suggestion or an opinion because it's like
Yeah, that's
we don't,
right.
You don't need to like, "Oh well, I'm just embarrassed." It's like, well, we have
yeah,
clothes. This is
yeah.
this is maybe the wrong time to be embarrassed. Like,
Yeah.
also, success for both parties is the end goal.
Right?
And if that's not happening because someone's not speaking up, and like I've heard people forever like who get out of long relationships and be like, "Oh my god, fucking so glad that I get to bang someone else now because they just did this forever."
Oh.
It's like, well, did you ever tell them to stop or tell them you want
Yeah,
it
that's
differently?
right.
And they're like, "No, I just never wanted to." It's
Well,
like,
and that's the thing. It's all about
the fuck-
communication,
how the fuck
right?
I'm not gonna read your mind, but if I could, I
Oh,
would have
yeah.
done it.
You would be
would've
like
came.
the perfect partner. You know?
For sure.
Like, because they say it's all about communication, right? But if you can read somebody's mind, then you don't even need to communicate. You just
Right.
know.
Yeah, like the 45-minute conversation of what to eat for fucking dinner.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, but they know the whole time what they want.
Yeah.
It's like instantly.
I never know what I want for dinner. I
Me
just
either,
eat whatever
dude.
shows up and just tastes good.
But if you were even like a group of people, even like if you're in a group like your band, say you're in Mass Intruder in the van, and you're like,
Yeah.
"What do you guys want to eat right now?" And
Oh, yeah.
you just like if someone was like talking shit on the inside, like they were like, "Fine, I'll eat there," but inside they were like, "I'm
Yeah.
gonna fucking kill this motherfucker. I want tacos so bad."
That's right.
You can just be like, "You know what? Hey, why don't we just go get tacos?" And then
Yeah.
you're alive still.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah, you get to live.
And being invisible,
Nah.
not to get carried on, but
No, yeah.
I would be so tempted to do some fucking creepy shit. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry,
I
like,
mean, it would definitely
I
work
would
good for what we
100% like stake out some, not stake out, but you can go anywhere you want, right? You can sneak up, you can
That's
sneak
right.
anywhere in the whole world. Like,
That's right.
you can go fucking
Well,
watch Donald Trump have sex.
I guess
I'm saying,
you could.
if you wanted to,
If you wanted to. I
You
think
could
I would
fucking-
choose somebody like more like like Scarlett Johansson or something.
sure, 100%.
That seems like more interesting.
I agree.
Not to creep you out, Scarlett, if you're listening, because like I wouldn't actually do that. I don't actually have these superpowers.
That's
but
true.
All I'm saying.
Honestly, that's
is
why
that
I
you're
said
really
a dude,
pretty.
because I was like,
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna fucking say somebody,
Oh yeah. Probably
and
somebody
then
that
it's be like,
you know.
oh my god, there's somebody.
Because we're in Hollywood
Yeah.
or close to it, whatever.
We're Hollywood-ish.
Yeah,
I guess we're not even
Hollywood-ish.
close to that. We're not in Los
Yeah,
Angeles.
that's true. But we were recently.
Yeah.
You know,
We're
you never know.
near there.
You never know what's gonna happen in the future. We got to film a movie yesterday in L.A. We were in a little cameo. I don't know when it's gonna come out or anything, or if anyone's actually gonna see it. But it's like it could be like our big Hollywood
Debut?
premiere.
Yeah.
Debut. I think I said premiere.
Close enough.
Premiere, debut.
Same shit.
Yeah. Damir, that's the one. Yeah, so like we're getting into Hollywood now, and maybe someday we'll actually meet Scarlett Johansson, and we'll be like in Avengers 12, and she'll be like, "Hey, I'm not gonna act with these guys because he said something creepy about me," and I'll be like, "Shit."
Yeah. You're right. That would be fucking blacklisted.
That's right. I just blacklisted myself from Hollywood. I hope not. I hope that's not the case. But yeah.
We can ask. They'll forgive you.
Yeah. So I think, being invisible is just like, it's just an evil thing. There's no good that you can really do with it. I mean, I'm sure you can figure something out, but it's like more likely you're going to pull off some fucked up shit.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Because you'll never get in trouble. Like, you'd get away with it every time.
Yeah.
Every single time.
That's right. But it's also like, you say you could go anywhere and be anywhere, but it's like you still got to get there. It's not like you have a superpower like flight or something. That's the one.
But all you got to do is go like a block away or 2 blocks away, 3 blocks away, and then turn on your invisible powers. Yeah, and then fucking go there. When they open the door, just sneak right in.
Oh, that's true.
They can't see you,
and you could still get on.
You got security guards, just walk right fucking by them.
Yeah,
climb the fence.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I'm saying like to get to the White House, you would have to go there.
Well, what you'd have to do is you
could get invisible and get on a plane or something, I suppose.
Well, you don't have to be invisible the whole time, right? You just take the plane to DC.
Yeah,
and then
you got to pay for it and stuff.
Oh,
well, I want like a flawless superpower.
Yeah, that's a good point. Unless you pre-knew a seat that was open. Yeah. Also, if you're invisible, could somebody sit on you and feel you?
Yeah, they could. I think that's what happens. So it was you would have to get a seat or just stand around in the plane the whole time. I guess you could do that.
You could do that. You just have to do some localized crime.
Yeah.
Or localized, invisible shenanigans.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, I hear Rat Boy's starting.
Rat Boy's starting.
So I think maybe we should wrap this up. Is there anything else you want to bring to the world?
No, I think I don't really got nothing to bring.
All right, you wanna pump your social medias or anything? You into that game?
Oh yeah, it's just my name, Billy Kottage with a K.
Yeah.
Check it out.
What stuff do you like? Are you on the Instagrams with all your fancy pictures and stuff?
Of course.
Yeah, and Twitter. You like
Instagram
to tell jokes on Twitter?
I don't really tell jokes. I'm more of a retweeter.
Oh yeah, I like to retweet too.
Yeah.
I follow lots of people, and it was like, oh, that's cool, retweet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny, retweet.
Oh, that's funny, retweet.
And then people think I'm cool and funny because they see my name attached to it.
Right, and they see what you like.
That's
and
right.
what you're backing, and they're like, wow.
It's weird how
Intruder
social
Green's
we
pretty
are.
cool.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Billy Kottage, you're really cool too. Thank you for being on the Intruder Green podcast.
Hell yeah, it's a pleasure.
I'm glad we finally got to do it.
We did it.
And let's go party.
You.
All right.
So that's it for the Intruder Green podcast. I hope you enjoyed it, and I thank Billy Kottage for being on it. If you want to get on the Patreon, it's at patreon.com/intrudergreen. Help me make this podcast better and better by giving me a little bit of money. You could do it for real cheap, or you could do it for real expensive if you want. I would love that too. If you want to do the call-in, it's 608-535-9608. I love to hear from you guys. You can also get a hold of me on the Twitter, the Instagram, or the Facebook, or pretty much anything else. It's always just Intruder Green. Just look for me. The Intruder Green podcast is produced by Colin Bennett. Hair and makeup by Genevieve Smith. Set design by Dylan Raymer. Catering by Matthew Hendershot. And lighting by Squeak Lights, Rahway, New Jersey. Our theme song is Particles by Pipe Bros. Turn the radio off.
I was going to make sure you didn't grab this one.
Oh, no.
This was the special...
I wasn't going to even
What the fuck was that? Omaha.
What the fuck is that?
Fucking... Dude, it's 8 stars.
Beams.
That's a lot of stars.
It's Beams.
Yeah. Beams 8 star.
Not
Kentucky
Jim.
whiskey, a blend.
wonder if
Pretty
it's-
sure it's fucking whiskey flavored vodka.
You're not kidding.
Yeah, that's basically what rail booze usually is.
That looks fucking awful.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad. We got a whole bottle of it though.
It looks like somebody drank a little bit though.
Yeah, you know, because it was all we
You
had.
had to
We
give it a
couldn't bring
try,
our own
too.
bottle into the club, so we had to
Yeah,
do what
that's
we
true.
had to do.
And if you only got that, like you're gonna drink, I would drink it if there was that or nothing.
Oh yeah, well, and then it's like a joke, you know. You gotta be like,
Right.
you gotta power through it. You can't just let the rest of the band do it, and then you're like, oh, I can't touch that stuff.
Yeah.
It's too nasty.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you know, it's like,
if it was
everybody
that
has to
shitty
thump their
vodka, I'd
chest
probably
and be
pass
like,
that.
yeah, shitty vodka is pretty bad.